the loan for small scale business are burden, or it's a necessity, or it's a part of business? What do you think? And should they take as a burden or not?
So again, this is, you need, this is a very situational, answer to this question is very situational.
Yeah, I'm asking in large scale. It's not
Correct. So if you ask somebody like Mr. Ratan Tata, he would be taking as much loan as possible right now because he has the cash reserves with him. He knows that he will be able to pay them off, or he has the assets which he has already built, which he can use it if need be. But he will still go for the loan. He will not use his own assets to continue his day-to-day operations. The simple reason being, taking a loan from the bank is cheaper than using your own cash reserves. But on the other hand, if you're taking a loan to just because you have to keep your business running, then I would think I would exercise caution, or advise to exercise caution right now. Just because, first of all, why do you want to continue your business? That is the question that everybody should answer. If whether it makes you happy to run your business, if the answer to that is yes, then you should make all effort to do that. But you yourself, if you are compelled, or if you think that if I stop the business right now, what will people think? If that is the motivating factor, then clearly you are not doing it for the right reasons. You are not running the business for the sake of others. You should be running your business because you want to do it, because there is no other option for you. That is sort of your DNA. That is what makes you happy. If that is the only reason, then you should continue doing your business. And at least in our country, it is very, it is a sort of a taboo, or it is considered a bad thing to close down a business. But I don't think it that way, because see, you tried something, and you, after 5 years, 10 years, you found out that you don't like it, or whatever the reasons why you started the business, they don't exist anymore. So there is no harm, or I don't see why anybody should not change his or her mind as to why they should be continuing with their burden.
okay.
So certainly taking a loan to continue your day-to-day operations is definitely not a good idea, especially these days. Third scenario is, you are starting a new business. So in my opinion, this, or a situation like this, where there is very low consumer sentiment, starting a business right now is the most ideal time. The interest rates are low. You will find good locations for your offices or shops or whatever you want at a fairly cheaper rate, because people have a lot of inventory of these of this real estate which they want to get rid of. So certainly, if you and you can play smart, be smart with that also. You can have a 3-year or 5-year lease with them, so you can have sort of a locked in rent for 5 years. Third, many people are looking for jobs now, many good people actually. So you can hire good talent at a reasonably low salaries or lower salaries. So I'm not saying that you should squeeze people for money, but right now the situation is that people are ready to lower their prices. So why not take advantage of that? So certainly starting a business right now definitely is a good idea. Fourth, there are some companies which are sort of in the growth phase. So I mean, they are sort of in a sweet spot right now. I mean, they have some cash in hand, they have a set business, and now they can think of expanding. So that too is that also is a good scenario to, those people can think of expansion because their basic survival needs are sort of catered to, or they know how to do that. So certainly these companies should think of expanding. These companies should think of expanding their reach by employing more people, opening more locations, being more active, spending on marketing, so building a brand. So these companies should definitely be concentrating on this, and taking if they have to take a loan for these activities, then definitely it is advisable.